Ukrainian Armed Forces, Ukrainian Armed Forces. Thank you guys, we have been waiting for you, thank you. That is how citizens of Kherson were welcoming the Ukrainian army on November the 11th. And before that, the armed forces of Ukraine deoccupied dozens of villages in the Kherson region. The Russian troops were forced to flee to the left bank of the Dnipro, having huge losses.
Every day, up to 10,000 shells fall on the heads of Russians. From 1.5 to 2 battalions of the Russian military are knocked out daily. Knocked out in the sense of getting killed, and multiply it by 3. That is, about 2,000 people are out of the game, and this is daily. Roman Svitan, military expert, in an interview with the Union Agency of News.
According to the data of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the losses of Russians killed alone amounted to more than 1,500 people for the period 11th to 12th of November. The Russian army has also decreased by more than 80,000 people since February the 24th. Journalists and volunteers of the BBC Russian service and Mediazona have been conducting their investigation since the first day of the Russian war. As of November the 11th, they managed to confirm information about 8,712 killed soldiers and officers.
We rely only on confirmed reports on killed servicemen, so the collected data does not reflect the real level of casualties. We assume that our list may contain at least 40 to 60% fewer names of the killed military than it is actually buried in Russia. We've come to this conclusion by studying the situation in cemeteries in more than 60 settlements in Russia. Therefore, according to the most conservative estimate, the losses of the Russian army and the Rosgvardia in Ukraine could be more than 17,400 people, from a joint investigation of BBC Russian service and Mediazona.
The total irretrievable losses of Russia, that is seriously wounded, killed and missing, can amount to at least 78,300 people. Such data is provided by the United States Naval Institute, and they do not include those who fought on the side of Russia as part of the so-called Luhansk and Donetsk People's Republics in these statistics.
It is also beneficial for the Russian authorities not to take the bodies back, because if the body is found and returned to the family, then they have to give payments to the family too. So they don't really try to do that, and they will not make such multi-billion-dollar payments.
There have been many reports of heavy losses among the mobilized Russians thrown to the front line over the past week. According to the BBC Russian service and Mediazona publication, it is reliably known about 198 killed mobilized servicemen. But in fact, these numbers are already many times higher. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Natalia Husak, UATV News.